Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I thought I'd just take a moment today to kind of update you guys about like what's going on at the shop, what's going on at the projects, kind of where everything's at, and a couple like kind of exciting like channel updates. So I'll just start off with the great news, and if you did watch our most recent video, God, this thing, I gotta get the air on the back of it. If you watched our most recent video, I talked about it actually at the very end of it. So we've actually reached the point of being able to monetize the channel, which is really awesome. So woohoo, we're over 1,000 subscribers. It's kind of funny because like to cross that threshold, it seems like it kind of takes forever. I mean, of course, some people are, you know, they have something that goes completely viral and the channel blows up. And even sometimes you have a video that gets 2 million views and the channel itself only has 500 subs. So it's kind of goofy like that. But basically what's happened is we've reached the point now where we're able to start making money off of the channel through YouTube ad revenue. And that's really an exciting point to be at. This has kind of been a goal of ours for a long time. It's like we wanted to get to the point where the channel could kind of start sustaining some of the projects and to help us to step up video equipment and, you know, events and all that kind of stuff, which is, you know, really what we're excited about doing. So it's awesome. It's not a lot of money we're making at all, but that's not really that big of a deal. It's not really the point. It's just the exciting point is to cross that threshold, because really I intend to keep this thing going for as long as it takes. I'm having a blast doing it, and it's super cool, like all the people I'm getting to know, especially through the Shoebox community. And even just through the Honda Rebel community. It's kind of like any time that you buy a project, it really opens you up to like all the different, it opens you up to a community. So it opens you up to a bunch of other people that have kind of a like-minded interests. So it's really fun. It's really exciting. And there's a lot of good people that you get to meet. So yeah. So you guys probably would have noticed that there's a little bit less of Donnie in the videos right now. So basically, like, Donnie's taken a little teeny bit of a break. He's got some a lot of like life changes that have been going on, and just kind of needs the time to get all of that figured out. So you know, that's kind of where he's at. So don't be too worried about it. Like you know, that's kind of where it's at. But I'm gonna keep putting out content as often as I can, which my target is weekly videos, so long as like there's quality to it. I don't want to be one of those channels that just puts out content for the sake of putting out content, unless it's something that a person would, unless you guys would like it, you know. So that's yeah. And as far as the projects go, Shoebox is running and driving and shifting correctly, which is so flippin' exciting. I know it's wild to like, you sort of, when you have a project, you cross these thresholds, you cross these like milestones where it's like, okay, cool, like I've been building this thing for 2 years, and then you finally get a chance to start driving it, and then it's like all the driving issues start kind of popping up. And for me, it was like, I was super excited, and you guys saw in the last video like that opening sequence when I first started driving the thing, and then it just wouldn't shift. That look of like, I'm super excited, and all of a sudden I'm not, because I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this thing? I mean, it's probably like pretty universal. I'm sure a lot of you have had that same thing where you're like going to take your car for a drive or something, and then all of a sudden you discover that like your wheels are rubbing because you lowered it too much, or the offset of your wheels is wrong, or, you know, it's like all those little things, like the brakes just aren't right, whatever. Those things happen. And that was my example of that. But hey, it's shifting correctly now, and I'm actually out driving it. I'm putting miles on it, which is, my God. It's for being like, literally the purpose of having the car in the first place is to drive it. The sense of excitement of finally being able to drive it, but like under my own terms, like air suspension, well, in the front, like slammed. Hell of a drivetrain. I mean, this thing hauls ass. Yeah, I don't know, guys, it's exciting. I'm not gonna just kind of keep blabbing here, but yeah, I just wanted to, you know, just say thanks to everybody who's been tuning in. It's super exciting to reach this point. If you are local to Minnesota, or if you're willing to travel, we have our Machines and Caffeine event coming up in the beginning of June. So make sure to check the Dad Mods Facebook page for all that information on that. It's going to be taking place out of the Black River Motorsports Park, which is my buddy Brian's. It's crazy. It's like this super old track, and it's an awesome story. He happened upon this thing. He got in touch with the right people. It was grown over and just dilapidated and basically like just left for dead. And he's resurrecting it, and he's gonna turn it into an actual racetrack. It's not gonna be a 1/8 mile or 1/4 mile, because, I mean, let's face it, they make it just impossible to build those things now, unless you've got more money than God. But it's an amazing little spot for things like autocross and drifting and car shows and events. So it's really exciting to put that together. And we get to work with Brian on some events, which, you know, is really, I don't know, it's an honor to be able to be a part of that and have my events being ran out of there. So anyways, guys, check that out. On the socials, I'll be posting pictures and videos of all that stuff too. But you know, thanks for tuning in. Sometime soon here, I'm gonna start working on the back suspension and showing you guys how I'm gonna do an air over leaf setup in the back, which, to be clear, is temporary, but it should help me, you know, kind of control the ride height a little bit better, because it's really low in the back, almost a little scary. But anyway, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching the update. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't yet, if you're not subscribed yet, please consider doing so. That's one of the biggest things that you can do to support the channel. YouTube really prioritizes subscriber count when it comes to like traffic and promoting your content and stuff. So if you guys like what you're watching, please consider subscribing. And you know, we'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.